Hi everyone and welcome to the show. I'm Charles Davis. Over the years, we've gone around the nation bringing you the next generation of basketball stars. With the NBA draft fast approaching, let's take a look at some stories we've done on this year's prospects. A near lock to go in the top 5, Duke's Marvin Bagley was one of the best players in college basketball this past season. He averaged 21 points and 11 rebounds per game in his lone college season. He was named the ACC Player of the Year and was also a consensus first-team All-American. Bagley was the top-rated player in the 2017 class when he graduated high school early to enroll at Duke last summer, but he never put much stock in those rankings.
It doesn't mean anything to me. It's a blessing for people to say that, but at the same time, people can say you're number one this day and turn around tomorrow and say you're number 5,000. So it really is all a matter of opinion. I can't focus on that. I just got to keep getting better every chance I get, and whenever I step on the court, focus on getting my game to the next level and doing what I can to help my team, and all the rest of the rankings and the stuff outside of these lines, it'll take care of itself.
With the size of a center, but the offensive game of a wing player, Bagley has a skill set that has intrigued scouts for years.
He brings everything to the game. He has subtleties in his game that you can't teach. He's 6'11", which you can't teach, but he also has the skills to go along with his 6'11" frame. He can shoot the jump shot, he can handle the ball. One of the things that I really enjoy watching him do is rebound the ball and push the ball out on a break, but he does everything.
Besides his obvious physical skills, Bagley prides himself on being a good teammate who can make others around him better.
You know, it's a team game. It takes all 5 guys on the court on your team to win. That's something that I've been doing my whole life, my whole career playing, is being unselfish. When I see a right pass, make the pass and don't try to do too much and turn the ball over. Just play basketball. That's all I pretty much focus on.
Bagley has long admired many of the best players in the NBA, and now he aspires to be one of the greats as he enters the league.
I want to be the best player that ever played a game of basketball, and I mean that in the most humble way possible. You know, if you don't want to be the best, then you shouldn't be playing. And that's something that I keep in my mind when I watch NBA players, when I watch Kobe, Michael Jordan, and all those guys, and the mindset that they had attacking the game of basketball. And that's something I want to have.
While he may not go first overall, some team in the top 5 is going to be very happy that Bagley is available at its spot. The breakout star in college basketball this past season was Oklahoma's Trae Young. While he was a 5-star prospect and a high school All-American, Young still surprised everyone by leading the nation in points and assists as a freshman. While his production dropped late in the season as OU struggled, Young still ended up being a first-team All-American. Growing up in Norman, Oklahoma, Trae always admired the Sooners basketball program, and he developed a friendship with former OU star Buddy Hield.
Yeah, I still have a great relationship with Buddy. We talk quite a bit. I have a great relationship with the coaching staff at OU. But yeah, with Buddy, yeah, we have a great relationship. I like to shoot, and he likes to shoot, so we have our little shooting competitions.
Young's outstanding shooting and passing are sure to land him somewhere in the middle of the lottery. Another freshman likely to go in the top 10 is Texas standout Mo Bamba. At 7 feet tall with a 7-foot, 10-inch wingspan, Bamba has incredible size and length. Throwing an offensive game that continues to improve, and it's easy to see why he's a top prospect. Mo was an All-American at Westtown School in Pennsylvania, where size made him an impossible matchup for most high school opponents.
From a basketball standpoint, obviously, he is a rim protector. More than a rim protector, he's a force to be reckoned with. He's done things that in games that I've not experienced or not seen on many levels. Just in terms of being able to utilize his length and then turn opportunities on the defensive end into offensive opportunities for our kids.
If Bamba's offensive game catches up to his ability as a shot blocker, he could be an impact big man in the league for years to come. One of the more intriguing prospects in the lottery will be Missouri freshman Michel Porter Jr. Before Marvin Bagley reclassified to the 2017 class, Porter was the #1 ranked high school player in the nation. A back injury forced Porter to miss almost all of his lone college season, but scouts still remember the promise that Porter showed as a prep star.
I would say I'm a versatile player. I'm an outside-inside presence. I like the ball in my hands on the wing, but I'm also real tall for my position, so that helps out. So really, I would just say a versatile player.
A 6'10" 10-inch wing player, Porter drew comparisons to Kevin Durant in high school. Despite the fact he hardly played in college, Porter's potential is still high enough that some team will take a chance on him in the top 10. We met big man Wendell Carter when he accepted his McDonald's All-American jersey at Pace Academy in Atlanta. At the time, he was honored to be associated with some of the game's alumni, players he soon will be competing against.
It just sends chills through my body just thinking about it that, LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant have all played in this game, and those are people I look up to, inspired to be whenever I get, or hopefully if I make it to the NBA.
At 6 feet 10 inches tall and 260 pounds, Carter has ideal size to play in the middle, but he can also expand his game to the perimeter when needed.
I'll probably describe my game as, the hustler, the hard worker on the team. I'm going to dive on the floor for all loose balls, go after every rebound until I'm completely out of gas. Of course I can score the ball. I think I'm a great defender, can block shots, so I think my game is pretty much all around.
Look for Carter to be selected soon after his college teammate Bagley, somewhere in the top 10. A couple of years ago, we were in Florida meeting Tampa Catholic star Kevin Knox. At the time, his high school coach told us that Kevin could likely become the best high school basketball player to ever come out of the Tampa area.
We have had some really great players that have come out of the Tampa area, but I think he certainly has to be in that conversation as to where he is right now. If you listen to some of the college coaches, a lot of them anticipate him being a one and done, that he will play 1 year in college and go to the NBA. If he were to do that, he would surpass all of the other players that we have had coming out of our area, and he would certainly then solidify himself as maybe the best high school basketball player that's come out of the Tampa area.
I, of course, want to make it to the NBA and make it to college, hopefully go to a school where we have a chance to win a national championship, so that's something big, making it to March Madness. And then going to the NBA, just not being an NBA player, but being a superstar in the NBA. People know you, buying your shoes and everything. That's just something you grow up wanting to have.
We've thought about that. I think right now we kind of live more of a day-to-day goals as far as just getting better for that moment. He's going to go play basketball in college somewhere. Now what's the next level? What's the vision? It's your goal. And his ultimate goal is to play in the NBA, and so we work hard for that.
Kevin's hard work has paid off. He's now a projected first-round pick because he has great size at 6 feet 9 inches tall, but he also has the skill set of a wing player.
I wanted to be a guard ever since I was little. Kevin Durant is my favorite player watching, so he's tall and just like me, lanky and everything, so he has great guard skills, so that's something that I really want to do. As a player, I have no really position. I can do pretty much anything on the court. I can play 1 through 5, but that's something that I really work on, and a lot of coaches tell me that they like. So, that is something that a lot of people don't really know. They see my height and they think that I'm a big man, or I can play center, but that's not the case. I can play 1 through 5. I can handle the ball, shoot the ball.
One of the really great things about him, the fact he's 6'8", but he has really never been a back to the basket player. He's a 6'8" guy that plays kind of like maybe a 6'4" slasher. Really has worked really hard on his shot, so his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. His pull-up jump shot in that.
While his one season at Kentucky had its highs and lows, Kevin's stock is high enough that he's certainly going to be selected in the first round, and he may even work his way into the lottery.